Hey, I'm gonna know my nigga. B music.
Yes,
Your boy Godfather, man.
Hey, Lord.
Yeah, pretty much. Kandalit is a rapper, producer, sound engineer, beat maker, graphic designer, video editor, you know what I'm saying? Kandalit's like a whole package in one, you know what I'm saying? Everything I know in music and in technology, I taught myself, eventually, got certified in it just to advance my skills and to have the certification. And yeah, I'm putting those skills to good use right now. So yeah, I think it's the first time in Gambia that we've had like a compilation of hip-hop artists on an album. Not on a mixtape, but like on an album. You know what I'm saying? So everything produced is original works. And yeah, it's a really good thing. I'm surprised it hasn't happened before, but okay, there's a first time for everything. It's a great thing. Every artist has their own individual track. There's 15 tracks in total. Every artist comes with, their own individual style and their own ideas. So every track is different. Even though it's, the same beat. Shout out to General, produced the beat, and yeah, that's pretty much, it's a good thing. Okay, to get to that level, I mean, it's pretty much like, number one, more exposure. There's very few hip-hop radio shows. If you listen to radio, I think there's only about, not even 4, like, strictly hip-hop shows. There are other music shows where they play, Gambia music from all genres, where they play some hip-hop tracks, but, that's a minority, So number one, we need more exposure, more radio shows, more hip-hop being played by, other Gambia music shows, because for the most part, for whatever reason, hip-hop isn't seen as like an attractive type of music, to market. To especially like our type of society, because there's many stereotypes that come with hip hop, and also people in our society aren't used to listening to hip hop. Even the fans of music themselves, they're not used to like listening to hip hop tracks, listening to a lot of lyrics. Another thing we need is more tracks being put out by the artists. The exposure, that's, the media side, and public. The artists, what they can do is put out more tracks, put out more projects, yeah, that's basically it, because once you've got everyone putting out a lot of tracks, everyone's always on about competition and stuff like that. Competition, like, is about, yeah, that guy's doing good, okay, let me do as good as him. It's not about, okay, I see that guy, let me try and bring him down, you know what I'm saying, so that I'll be the only one. No, competition only exists. Like the Premier League, there's 20 teams in the Premier League, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they're trying to delete all the other teams and only have one. There's 20 teams in the league. It's the same with music, you know what I'm saying? We have many, many dope artists, many dope producers, many dope studios, especially when it comes to hip hop, but it seems like here we seem to focus on like 1 or 2, and then just kind of like, yeah, that's hip hop and that's the only hip hop that's represented in the country. When in actual fact, hip hop is probably the most dominant music when it comes to artists in this country. Most people you talk, they want to be rappers, you know what I'm saying? Or they either start out as rappers, you understand what I'm saying? So for the artists, they need to put out more music. Once there's more music out in the market, then okay, people can start getting used to listening to it. How to listen to it, things to expect, the type of beats that they should be expecting, because the type of beats they're hearing right now, on the radio, isn't fully representative of like international hip hop. Here they only know mainstream, new school, that kind of trap. Yeah, that's mainstream, but that's one lane. That's like one channel of music. Like for the Gambian music industry, to move forward, to become an industry, it needs all the different channels. That's mainstream, that's hip hop, that's reggae, that's, you know, soul music, that's traditional music, you understand? You know, instead of just trying to take everything and push it into one lane and call it Gambian music, because it ends up being a mishmash. So for hip-hop artists, yeah, put out more music. For the media and the society, more exposure, you know, also more hip-hop, like street shows, you know, stage shows and stuff. But I know that's not easy because, you know, that's about finance, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, you know, we just basically need both sides, the artists and the fans and the media, to just push more, you know what I'm saying? And try and invest their, you know, their interests, you know, try and educate themselves about it, you know, because it can bring many, it can have many positive effects in a society, as we see all over the world. You know what I'm saying? The music with the most messages is hip hop. You know, 2nd November is gonna be a blast. Number one, because you've got like a lot of dope MCs who are part of the project. You know, and like I said, all the different tracks are different. Everyone comes with their own style. You know, they come with their own fire. You know, and a lot of those artists who are on those tracks, yeah, I've seen them perform. Yeah, you know, they're gonna bring their fire. The type of people who've been following, you know, the Bandi promotion since it started over like a year ago. You know, it's like, yeah, it's. Yeah, you know, they like hip hop, you know what I'm saying? They're like lively hip hop fans. So when they're in a crowd, they know how they should be, you know, kind of interacting with the artist, you know, because as a hip hop artist, yeah, okay, you gotta do your thing as performance. Also as a hip hop crowd, you know, it's not good enough to just be sat down and like watching and then clapping after the artist finish, you know what I'm saying? You need to kind of, you know, yeah, don't be shy, man, you know what I'm saying? Like get up and show love for the artist, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be an amazing show. My role number one as the producer, you know, when Palm Ahmadi, shout out to Godfather, you know, we started the recordings about, I think it was September last year, you know, and that was like at, you know, we started at B Music, and yeah, you know, recorded 15 tracks, you know, a lot of artists passed through. I think there's like 22 artists who passed through. So yeah, that was my role as producer, you know, to get all the tracks recorded, to mix all the tracks, to master all the tracks. And after that, you know, my role as one of the artists was just to kill the track, basically. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't feature anyone on my track. I came by myself. The track's called Who Are We? Yeah, and just came and wanted to, you know, help to represent, you know, what Bandi Pet like means to us. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Bandi Pet, you know, if you translate that in English, it means like kind of underground criminal. You know, but that's not what we are. You know, what it represents more is just the fact that we're people who are, okay, it's not like you know, being an artist or a producer or a sound engineer or in any type of, you know, creative field, you know, it's seen as, it's not seen as white collar work. You know, it's not the same as blue collar work. It's not even seen as work to some people. You know, but you know, that's just, you know, that's just a misconception. So part of Bandi Pet is about, you know, people who are taking the skills that they have, you know, creating something with that, you know, and working towards that. And it's CPET because it's not about, you know, all the time going out and being like, yo, you know, this is me, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. You know, most of the stuff we do, we go about our business without people even knowing. That's why it's Bandi Pet. And that's what it represents. Yeah, most the public should expect, you know, dope hip hop, dope lyrics, you know, dope performances, fire performances, you know what I'm saying? Really lively event, you know, for the first time in the history of Gambian music, we're releasing, you know, the album on a flash drive, which is, you know, it's just a sign of the times. You know, no one really buys CDs anymore. No one plays CDs anymore. It's either, you know, on a flash or, you know, another way to get it on their phone. So for the first time, we're going to be releasing it on flash. And yeah, they should just expect, you know, a real representation of hip hop in the Gambia. You know, a lively representation, an entertaining one, and yeah, one with a clear message. And the message isn't negative; it's a constructive message. So yeah, that's what they should expect from us. The album launch itself at Alliance Franco is going to be on the 2nd of November, and yeah, you know, everybody get your tickets, get ready for that. That's going to be live. That's going to be off the chain. So yeah, man, that's what it is. Representing. Okay. Yo, check. Black Knight. Yo, check it. Stepping out of mud pits, method like a gunship. Rapid fire, hover over suckers on a sunk ship. Elevated senses gonna desecrate the glum shit. Meditated mind is still reveals it won't succumb quick. I never reason with the leeches and the dumb ish. Fumigate pus whores, poisonous scores and fungus. Jettisoning raw sores, dusty cords and blood tips. Lullabies and suck and dry and undermine the one sick. While them suckers try, stuck in time blackness. Spiraling backwards like verbal viruses are interactive. Stay focused. Blackness. Yo, Kandalit. Black Knight. One love, Gandal Global. Shout out to Gandal Records, shout out to General, shout out to my man Palmamadi, aka Godfather. Yeah, stay tuned. Watch out for the Bandi compilation album dropping on the 22nd of September. And then watch out for the album launch concert. That's at Alliance Franco on 2nd November. You know, Black Knight, aka Meridian Sounds, aka Kandalit. Yeah, man, that's it.